discussions. We will be discussing digestive system only. Para hindi kayo taas ang inyong mga coverage, no? The nutrition part ay okay na. Biochem na lang. Nantem na sa biochem nutrition. Anatomy rata, and physiology. So this is the objectives of our discussion. We have to explain the functions of the digestive system. We have to differentiate the two parts of the digestive system, the main, or known as the alimentary tract, unay agianan sa inyong food, and the accessory organs of the digestive tract. Maagian sa na sila, but they only help the main tract or the alimentary tract in the main functions of your digestive system. So they work hand in hand para okay ang digestive system ninyo. We also will not forget to describe the physiology events. No, ato i-correlate ang anatomy and physiology. Okay? Ato ang subject is anatomy and physiology. And lastly, we will enumerate the disease entities that we will encounter. That one. Not so much kaayo, but just a little bit lang. Okay, once you reach in health assessment, it's more of the disease na inyong pangitao. Dili na mo mangita as a normal physiology and anatomy of the organ system. Okay? So this is your digestive system. No? This is your digestive system. So the digestive system, its main function is to digest what we are eating, as well as absorb all the nutrients that comes from the food that we are eating. Okay na siya yung duha ka main physiologic functions. Okay? Let us go to the main groups of our digestive system. Okay? So may duha ka main groups ana niya. So we have two, no? The one I discussed a while ago, that we have to differentiate the alimentary canal. So from the book itself, it performs the whole menu of digestive functions, such as it is included in the function of ingestion. So ingestion, sa Bisaya, kaon ka. Digestion, it is the breaking down of your food. Sa na, i-break down, pwede sa mouth, pwede sa stomach, pwede sa other parts. Next, of course, humana itong kaon, our body would like to absorb all the nutrients that the food that we are eating. Okay? That's why sa inyong younger years, kinaimnan taog ka ng kaon, taog ka ng grow and glow na food. Diba? And we are absorbing all the nutrients that comes from these types of food. Okay? Next is, anong food na atong ikaon, dili na tanan i-absorb sa lawas. Okay? Because some of it are not needed in our body. That's why we have to have this last step, which is defecation. It is the movement, no, of that waste product outside to our body. That's why, kabantay mo, malibang kita, walay tao nga dili malibang. Okay? But it is a way of our body disposing all those waste products. No? Because if mo stay na sa body nato, then it will be toxic to ourselves. Just like the urinary system. Dapat mangihi ang tao. Nga naman, dili mangihi ang sa itong stay, it is your nitrogenous substances. Okay? So, again, it performs the whole menu of digestive functions as it propels the foodstuffs along its length. So, taas niyang length. So, we also have the accessory digestive organs. Ano man ang accessory digestive organs? If we break down the terms no accessory, so, wala siya o kanang tabang na siya, no? Or kanang, ito siya imong decoration, no? It also helps, but it is not the main food, no? Na mo digest sa ato ang food. examples of that one, teeth, no? Teeth is part of our mouth, no? That's why para mukaon ta, we have to chew, no? Tongue as well during swallowing, very important. Don't worry, I will discuss all of these physiologic functions again later. And several large digestive glands. Unsa man ang mga several large digestive glands? No, we have pancreas, liver, and the salivary glands, which we will discuss as well later on. Okay? So, unsay main function niya? Assist only in digestion in various ways. Okay? So, let us discuss first the alimentary canal proper. Later na si accessory digestive organs. Okay? So, this is the alimentary canal inclusions. Let's start from the mouth. Mouth going to the pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum down to the anus. Okay? So as you can see, we feed the food to our mouth. Yeah, unay succeeding ng mga parts agian niya up until malibang ta via our anus. Okay? So those are the parts of your alimentary canal. Okay? So, let us go first to the most superior part, or ang pinakaunang nga agian sa itong food. We have the mouth. Okay? So, it is the mouth, no, where our food enters. Kailan na siya mo-enter. Wala lang agianan ang food, no, otherwise in healthy individuals. So, in healthy individuals, dira yun na sa bakbak mo agi. So, what are the parts of the mouth? So, as we can see, in the outer structures, we have the lips, or called as the labia. So, it is the protection of the anterior opening of our mouth. Okay? Anterior opening, siya ang protection. Okay? Once we go inside to our mouth, the superior border, we have the hard palate. As you can remember, in our skeletal system, there are two bones that composes your hard palate. Sa ganito, you have this part, it is called your palatine process of your maxilla. The posterior part, we have the palatine bone. Okay? Again, pareha ito kung iingon sa respiratory system, no? Dapat na tayo hard palate na naman. It is the one that divides your oral and your nasal cavity. Mawala na siya, then feeding, speaking, as well as the respiratory and digestive functions of the individual is affected. Kung sa itong sakit, ang problema sa respite, it is your cleft lip or cleft palate or lip, cleft lip and palate, mawala na siya. And digestion and respiratory functions of the individual is affected. Okay? So posterior to it is what we call as your soft palate. No? Soft palate is more of a muscles. No? Ang pinaka-posterior pagdala niya is your uvula. Okay? So let us go to the inferior parts. So we have a space in between the lips and the teeth of the individual. So may tawag na, no? It is what we call as your vestibule. No? Kaning space in between sa lips and yung teeth. So kung i-toothbrush ninyo, di ba, ang yung paagion sa inyong toothbrush, dira man sa inyong vestibule. Okay? So another structure that we have to remember, no? Parts and digestive organ, it is your muscular tongue. So as ang tongue, this is the tongue area. So, remember pa mo, unsa nga nerves ang nag-innervate sa itong tongue. So let us go first with the sensations of the tongue, or tanang sense of taste niya. Anterior part is governed by what? Facial nerve? Facial. So tinanong ko, nerve is your facial nerve or cranial nerve number 7. The posterior part?
Glossopharyngeal.
Well, 9 is your glossopharyngeal. Sensations and the sense of taste. No? While the motor function, it is governed by another na cranial nerve. It is your cranial nerve number 12. So siya na ang makapalihog sa itong tongue side to side, then towards the anterior and slightly posterior part. Cranial number 12 is also called as your hypoglossal nerve. Okay, do not forget about that one. Any problems no on those areas, sa imong 7, sa imong 9 or 12, then digestive na function is affected. Okay? So for example, guba si cranial nerve number 12, dili nakaswallow o tarong ang patient. Okay? So your tongue, no, dili makabantay mo, lihok ninyo sa iyong tongue right now, no? You can only put it anteriorly, pero slightly lang ang posterior. Nan naman na siya, no? It is because of a structure that holds, no, the tongue so that it could not go towards posteriorly, no? Grabe kaayo mga ato sa posterior. Unsa man na siya ang structure do? It is what we call as your lingual frenulum. So matouch man siguro na ninyo yung lingual frenulum right now. Wala na siya o kanang inyong tongue, no? For example, wala inyong tongue, no? Kanang na ay structure, diba? Diba? Matouch ninyo sa inyong tongue, no? Okay? That is the lingual frenulum. So, mauna inyong teeth. Okay? Para dili kaayo ato posteriorly ang inyong tongue. Okay? Then, lingual frenulum. So, our tongue is also attached to two major bones. Okay? Para ang imong tongue, tulo ni mo, di siya ma-displace o taro. Kung saan man ang bones do? We have the hyoid bone, no? Tani, attachment ng sa tongue, hyoid bone, and naas inyong book, no? Not seen in the picture, it is called your styloid process of your temporal bone. Ang sabi ng styloid process, kinumpro mo atong inana siya na ay malinis kayo. So, that is the styloid process of your temporal bone. Okay? Let us continue. Okay? Those are the major parts of our mouth area. Okay? So let us review as well our tonsils. No? So, na-discuss na nato sa respiratory, but we'll discuss it again sa digestive system na naman. Again, tonsils is the one that guards your mouth and your nasal area for any possible na mga infectious organisms na either biginawa na to or either ato ang ginaon. So what are these tonsils? We have four, no, as discussed. Number one, the one that is located in the nasopharynx area, and it is only a one tonsil na siya. It is called your pharyngeal tonsil. Again, it is called your pharyngeal tonsil. Say other names of pharyngeal tonsil. Start with letter A. Adenoid tonsil. Okay. Next, the last three na tonsils, no, is already a part of your oropharynx area. Then sama na siya, no. We have our tubal tonsils, no? We have also our palatine tonsils and the lingual tonsils. Okay? As you can remember, tubal, palatine, and lingual, unlike your pharyngeal tonsils, duha sila kabok, side by side. Okay? Again, si tubal, palatine, and lingual side by side na siya. So, which means they are all pairs except your adenoid tonsils. Okay? So, study po, you only have to remember two things sa pharyngeal na tonsil. Siya ra ang naa sa imuhang nasopharynx. Siya ra po ang naa isa ra ka tonsil. The rest located in the oropharynx and they are a pair or duha sila ka. Okay, those are the things you have to remember with tonsils. Next question, what is the infection of your tonsils again? Tonsillitis. Okay. Again, caused by bacteria. Dili ito, kaon kung chocolate do sa kilo with na chocolate, no? It could be a problem in your oral na hygiene. Kasi kuha ka ang brush, no? Didalik-dalik. Okay? So this is your lingual frenulum, no? In your book, there is a condition called your tongue tie. What is the problem sa imong tongue tie? Some people or other people with conditions like this, mubo kay ilahang lingual frenulum such that dili mo saka sa ilahang tongue area sa ilahang hard palate. So swallowing is affected. So unsaon man na siya pag-manage do? Usually we would cut the area na putlo na nanaw so that the tongue would articulate properly during digestion as well as speech na function niya. Okay? Do not worry, dili na ikamatay sa patient, no, ang pagputol ana. Pero kaysa niyo butla o wala ra ko problema, no? Ayaw lang butla tao.
Pwede pa na siya putlon dok basta sagdako na. Pwede rin siya putlon sagdako na or sa baby ra.
Pwede ra siya butlo ni dako na. It would not have any detrimental effects. Okay? Wala rin problem ana. Okay? Pero putla lang siya if problematic. Ayaw po putla o normal ra. Okay? Tongue-tied has also another term, no? It's also called as ankylosing. Nice to know lang eh, kasi makabagat mo ani ang term, no? Once you go to other books. Okay? So let us go to the next area. After nato sa mouth, we have the pharynx. Again, part siya sa respiratory na system sa dinyo. But what is the difference in the pharynx sa imong respiratory system? As you can remember, sa itong respiratory system, tulong ako ang pharynx na involved in respiration. Kung sa itong pharynx, we have the nasopharynx, no? Kaya kung ginhawa mata sa nose. We could also involve the oropharynx and your laryngopharynx. No? So, kana siya sa respiratory system. But during the digestive system, your nasopharynx will not be involved, such that duha ra kabuk ang involvement sa imong pharynx in the digestive system. Oropharynx only and laryngopharynx. Okay. Kung ano, common sense na kaayo, wala may food lang mo aki sa imong nasal area. No? No, so di pa na jud ka ana kay very sensitive mo na ano nasal area. Okay? So, sa atong drawing diri na siya photo, no? Diri and diri. Kani wala na siya labot ha, these areas wala na siya labot. So, ang food it will go down there and towards your esophagus. Okay? So, same ra gihapon na functions sa imong respiratory, no? Sa imong pharynx is just that nasopharynx is not included in the digestive system. Okay? So after nato sa ato ang pharynx, no, itulong nato sa itong pagkaon, no? So your epiglottis will cover this trachea, no? Nga naman dok, so that the food will not go down to your trachea. Okay? So once mo cover na si epiglottis yara, ang food would only have one pathway only. It is your esophagus. Okay? So important yun na dili mo katawa o mustorya while na itulog. Dahil na naman, maglibog ang imong body. Kinsa iyahang i-honor ang imong speech or katawa o iyahang imong food na ikaon. Okay? Could only serve one purpose at a time, digestive or respiratory. So after the pharynx, no, kumana to sa pharynx, asa man ta sunod, no? Then we would go to the esophagus. No? Esophagus is a bit long tube, no? About 10 inches siya according sa inyong book. No? It is the pathway that connects your oral area and pharynx area, no? Towards your stomach. Okay? So, unsaon na niya pag-deliver sa imong mga food, no? It is delivered via the action called your peristalsis. We will discuss further on some ng peristalsis later on sa physiology. At ato lang sa nang bahigon o storya ang anatomy. Okay? Your peristalsis is voluntary, involuntary. Involuntary. Okay? After ni mo tulod, then wala naman kay conscious no na conscious na control with the food no that you are eating. Okay? So, after sa esophagus no, we would go to the stomach. But before that, let us learn the basic structures of your alimentary anatomy. So, unsa man yung mga structures na dapat na kung hinungduman anak. There's a precise tayo na paragraph in your book, no? Ano siya? That one, no? So, put a star onto it, no? Kaya important kaya na siya. So, our alimentary canal, no? It has 4 conics. 4 conics or layers. So, unsa may layers na to dira? We will start with the innermost layer. So, naasa niyo po, we have the mucosa. So, mucosa is the innermost layer. So, siya na ang galayin sa tanan nimong mga alimentary tract. Again, it is the lining. So, since siya ang lining, what is found in your mucosa? We have these structures. Number 1, we have the surface epithelium. Again, we have the surface epithelium. So, the surface epithelium of your esophagus ay very distinct na siya. No? So, who can remember what is the surface epithelium of the esophagus? Knowing nga, trauma-prone na nga area. So, what is the epithelium? Ayo, isipos ko yung yung trauma-prone siya. Samad na, taon-taon. Mula-mula just then. It should be stratified squamous epithelium. Again, esophagus, lining, should be stratified squamous. As you can remember sa itong first few chapters no, on our human anatomy and physiology, stratified, 1 layer, many layers. Many, no? Ano dapat mandaghan og layers akong esophagus to? As you can remember, kanang ikaon ninyo, partially digested pa na ang inyong pagkaon. Ano man, iusap ra man na ninyo, wala pa na siya i-digest totally. That's why, if imuhang esophagus simple ra, then masamad na diretso, magkadugo ka dira. So imagine na, nikaon ka gula-gula niya. So na imong gutom, wala nimo usapang tarong, itulon nimo, bisag half ra ang nausap nimo. Imagine na if simple ra ang imuhang epithelium. Masamad ka dili? Masamad. Yes, no? That's why, important kaayo nga yung stratified squamous siya. Kaya in kaso, nakatulon kang bukog dira, no? Bukog sa isda, gamay ra kayo ang samad, then it would heal itself. Like nothing happened. Okay? I don't think wala masiguro wala masiguro na bukog ang isda dali, especially pagkabata, no? Labi na ka lang sa bangus, na kapuya ng kagkaon, na kasama na nato ni mabukog tayo. Okay? Again, you remember, esophagus, stratified squamous. Okay? It will change later on. So, dito ka will change ang epithelium. Okay? So, part sad sa imong mucosa is your lamina propria and a little bit of the muscle layer. So, those are the parts of your mucosa or the innermost lining of your alimentary anatomy. So, naara na sa book na, bunangan, pwede na highlightan para dili. Let us go to the another na part sa medyo outer gamay ni mucosa. From the word itself, sub-mucosa. May mga sub na term no, naa siya sa ubos sa imong mucosa. What are the important structures of your sub-mucosa? We have 3, no? 1. So, makita mo aning picture dire. Kita mo ni, what are those man? Red or blue?
Vein and
Blood vessels. Okay, blood vessels. So, landaw lang po sa picture. Nakita tao, green. Then, that is your lymphatics. No? Pwede sa mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue. Okay? And lastly, we have the nerve endings. No? Or nerve na fibers na to. Again, what are the structures found in your submucosa? We have the blood vessels, lymphatics, and the nerve endings. Okay? So, naapod tayo mga submucosal glands nila. Okay? Submucosal glands. As you can see. So, if lisod na yung study no, the disease system, kaya na kayo i-memorize, natawa lang ang picture, yung dominant yun. Try to visualize it. No need to memorize a lot of things. Natawan na din ang picture. Kasabot sa unsay mga parts, then there's no reason na di ka mula sa exam. Okay? So, ang nerve endings present in your submucosa has a specific name. May ngalan na niya no. So, the nerve ending has a specific name. What is the name? It is called your submucosal nerve plexus. Naa po na siya other name, no? Like, kaso you would encounter that name, no? In other na books. Kaya dili mo, maglibok. Kaya basi mo na mo, basi lahi na ma-entity, no? What is the other name of your submucosal nerve plexus? It is also called as your Meissner's nerve plexus. So what is the function of this nerve plexus? It is the one that activates your submucosal gland to secrete mucus. No? So as you can see, sa atong submucosal area, natin submucosal gland. So iyara pong purpose is to activate those submucosal glands to secrete lubrication like your mucus. Kaya dapat hanoy ang atong pagdagan sa atong ano sa ato ang food towards our alimentary tract. So the question is, if uba ang imong Meissner's or submucosal nerve plexus, maglisod o agi or sayo na mag-agi inyong food? Maglisod. Okay? That's why very important ang ato ang mga nerve plexuses. Dapat normal ang iyang function. Dili normal din, ato ang pagkaon, lisod kayo, botolon ka o manok, bisa doon sana nimo og kanang diyon sana nimo og try o tulon no, imong i-digest o tarong sa imong mouth no. Pero if wala kay mucus to make the esophagus no, dangog siya, then the swallowing or the digestive processes due sa imong esophagus walay gamit. Okay? Mo-stock up sa imong liog ang imong magikaon. Okay? Listen na tag bawian na. So after the submucosal area, let's go deeper to it. Then we have what we call as your muscularis externa. Muscularis externa, no? From the word itself, muscularis. So, muscles na ang naadira. Kung sa man nga muscles na adira, we have two types of muscle present, no? In our, again, two types of muscles present in muscularis externa. Though, kung saan na ko remember the link sa muscles. You have the mnemonics, no? Equal. Equal. So, may equal do. Inner, so which means naa sa sulod, nakatapot ni submucosa, inner circular muscles, no? Yung outer layer, which means mas layo-layo ni submucosa, you have longitudinal muscles, no? So, inner circular, yung lapit ni submucosa, no? Submucosa na natira. Then, outer longitudinal muscles. Easy na kayo. Gabot sa isa, medyo lisod o ka ng memorize. Kaya equal lang yun ang ako'y pangayo ninyo ha. It sticks in your mind. Okay? So, ibutang sa notes, no? Equal. So, atong lang tawag, sakto ba dyan ang equal, no? As you can see, this one pointed, inner circular, outer longitudinal muscle. Okay? That is the parts of your muscularis externa. Okay? So, sa exam, mga tana, asa man yung inner circular makita. So, you say muscularis externa. Okay? So, tana sa imong muscles, dapat sa naay innervation. So, sa imong muscularis externa, naako na siya yung nerve endings nila. Kung sa may ngalan, anak niya ang nerve endings do. Okay? It is what we call as your mesenteric nerve plexus. Okay? Again, mesenteric nerve plexus. Okay? Naaragyan po na sa inyong book. No? I'm just explaining it further. Mesenteric nerve plexus na po na siya other name. No? Kasi ibasa ninyo in the other nursing books, no? Dahil ang name niya gigamit. What is the name of our box nerve plexus? So that is the one. So during sa moving, if gawas na siya, you can have either terms. Mesenteric, feel ninyo, di kayo ninyo, feel si mesenteric na ko again. Pag-ilibog mo sa mesenteric of mesenteric, then you will use the hour box nerve plexus as the answer. I would consider, sakto lang ang spelling. What is the function of this nerve plexus man? It, no, governs the equal muscle such that siya ang mo hatag og motility to your alimentary tract. So, again, it is the one that governs your equal muscle such that muhatag siya motility to your alimentary tract. Okay, kumunta na. Imo ang submucosal nerve plexus unsay function? Secretions only, no? Secretions sa submucosal glands. Mesenteric and hour box motility to the functions of your muscles. Okay. So kung pangutana, kinsa may guba if dili mo lihok ang imuhang esophagus, walay peristalsis, mesenteric or Meissner's? Mesenteric. Kinsa may guba if walay mucus imuhang esophagus, mesenteric, Meissner's? Okay. Balik na ako. Kinsay guba if walay motility sa imong esophagus, hour box or submucosal?
Hour box.
Walay secretions ang imong esophagus. Kinsay guba ay hour box or submucosal?
Submucosal.
O ayaw iligo. So, butang na lang. Butang start na sa inyong libro. Kapat ako in ma-differentiate which is which. Okay? Or dili mag-isod o consultant. Okay? Butangin na lang table dira para dili mo mag-libo. Okay? So, after sa ato ang muscularis externa, the outermost layer of our alimentary tract, naadira ang ginatawag na tubo serosa. So, itong kinsa may parts sa ato ang serosa. As you can remember, ato ang organs naa na siya lining. So, for example, ang ato ang heart natay visceral pericardium. No, atong lungs natay visceral pleura. Ang ato ang digestive tract, no, naasa na siya visceral na lining. It is called your visceral na peritoneum. Okay? Mo na siya covering sa imuhang organs. Okay? So, ang tabla anak niya or the counterpart anak niya ang mag-line sa imuhang abdominal wall na po kay parietal peritoneum. Same sa imong parietal pericardium or parietal pleura. Okay? Nganong dapat na ay space in between do? Para ikasog mo contract ang imong esophagus din, naa siya space maka-ilong and do its own job. Okay? Basta serosa, imuhimot naman. visceral and parietal peritoneum. Covering na na siya. Okay? So, gets so far ang upat ka layers. Ayaw taon i-confuse na. Uy, si submucosa, ay parang duman dira. Mga blood vessels, na. Ayaw dyan i-confuse siya. Okay? Let us go to this one. So, as you can see, no, ako lang i-reiterate kung ato ang putlo ng esophagus sa individual, no, nung lantawan sa microscope, mao na siya now. Ang pinaka-innermost layer, mucosa. Mucosa that contains your epithelium, no? Naasa na yung lamina propria and your mga gamay kayo ng mga muscle layer only. Sa submucosa, naasi blood vessels, no? Blood vessels na as in nerve endings and your mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue or lymphatics. The outer mas outer layer niya, muscularis externa, that contains your inner circular muscles and outer circular outer longitudinal muscles. Okay? And lastly, serosa na siya. Serosa or adventitia, same na siya. Okay? So, easier visualization kay nani man siya, dahil medyo libog, no? So, nana libog lang tao, then, ready no, amo din ay pasabot siya. Mucosa, submucosa, muscularis externa, and your serosa. Okay? So, tato kong giingon ka ganina, inyong ang serosa dapat na ay space in between sa inyong visceral and parietal layer. Nga naman, no? Para then again, the contraction of your esophagus, no? Or in any part sa inyong alimentary tract, nindot ra ang pag-contract niya na ay space makalihok. Okay? What will happen man di ay if mo decrease ang iyang space, no? There is what we call as your peritonitis. From the word itself, periton, no? Peritoneum, itis. So, there is infection sa imong peritoneum. So, unsay mahitabuan na do? Usually, no, sa hospital setting, na ay mga infection makakos of peritonitis. What happens? The visceral layer, no? Budikit siya pag-ayo sa imong parietal na peritoneum. So, akong pagkita na, makalihok o tarong imong alimentary tract, yes or no? Dili. Okay? So, saan man na ninyo, no? Usually, no? If dili matambalan o antibiotics ang peritonitis, we open up the patient. No? Sa Bisaya pa, amuan ng ablihan, niya, amuang labhan. Labhan, no joke. Amuang ginang labhan niya. Hugasan yung daghan kay water up until mawala ang kanang mga yellow pus. Okay? Kaya nga naman do, kung magsige na siya dikit, the digestive function of the individual is affected. So, kaon kag manok, after pag 1 week, usa magpalibang ka, no? Dili na siya pwede. Okay? Pero, gamay kay tayo, then pwede siguro mahangyo o antibiotics. Okay? So, dapat na ay space in between. Okay? So, let us go to the stomach, no? So, ayaw rin ka-overwhelm sa mga tanong suwat-suwat. I will be explaining one of each one of those parts, no? So, gikan sa ato ang esophagus, we will enter to the stomach. Stomach is the storage area. Yeah? Storage area. That's why, mukhaon ka ng samgyupsal, kita kasi mo stomach, madako siya. No? Okay? Storage area na siya. So, the area of the stomach where the esophagus meets with the stomach is what we call as the cardia. So, silbi, imo ang food, imo ang bibimbak ng nikaon sa samgyupsal, muagi na sa imo ang esophagus, ang unang nga iyang mamit si cardia. No? In your cardia, there is a specific na guard or guardia. It's may guardia nila do. There is a sphincter. So as we can remember, sphincters, siya na ang mag-divide from one organ to the other. So what is the name? Kaya naaman siya sa cardia dapit o sa esophagus. So it's right that the name would be cardio-esophageal sphincter. No? Why should, anong na ay dapat sphincter do? Para whatever food that we are eating, it would stay in the stomach. Kaya imagine na ikaon ka o samgyupsal, yung suka mo balik ang samgyupsal, ito ko na pwede, no? Without any reason na nang isuka ka. Okay? It would be the one to keep, no? Na if nikaon na ka, then the food would stay in your stomach up until it is digested. Okay? So next part, we have the one that is lateral to your cardia. We have this fundus. Okay? So once mahuman na sa imong cardia, imong agin sa cardia, imong food, it would stay for a little while in your fundus. Okay? Once nahuman sa fundus, then kaon mo jud daghan kaayo kay lagi sa samgyupsal, libre pag yun. Then it would also be stored in your body. Okay? So fundus and body. Okay? So eyes here sa kadiyon, no? The muscles or the muscle layer in your stomach, no, is quite different to your esophagus na naman. Diba itong muscle layer in the esophagus, we have equal, no? Inner circular, outer longitudinal, diba? Pero na ay other layer ang imong stomach. It is the third layer which is known as the oblique layer. What is the purpose of this oblique layer though? No? Very important ni siya so that our stomach will continually grind the food. Right? In our stomach, it is already where the major na digestion happens. Dira na nato i-digest o karo with the help of your oblique layer. Okay? So si oblique layer mura siya o kakita mo ng construction nga side, no? Makita mo lang, pagtuyok-tuyok nga something sa mixer, no? Sa butanganan o siminto. So, it is the same. Ang iyahang function sa mo oblique layer, iyahan ang i-mix ang inyong food. That's why, na siya ikatulog na layer. Okay? So, again, asa ang equal na asa, esophagus, stomach. Esophagus. Pero, equal with oblique layer, esophagus, stomach. So another structure we have to take note, no, sa body na fit, no, is this what we call as your lesser curvature, no. This lesser curvature, no, muna siya ang pag-U-turn sa imong stomach, dapit sa superior part, no, lesser curvature. Diri po ka sa iyahang inferior part na po siya greater curvature. Kasi may naman ang superior curvature do o greater curvature. So kani ang lesser curvature. This is your greater curvature. Okay? So, mauna siya ang parts. Okay? Kaya imong stomach is C-shape na siya. No? C-shape siya. So, other structures we have to remember in the stomach. We have this, what we call as the rugate of the stomach. So, what is the purpose of the rugate? No? So, our stomach, no, if wala tayo gikaon, so for example, nag-diet ka, hindi ka ganahan mo kaon, our stomach, very small na siya, no? Kamay kayo na siya, but if i-invite ka sa mong friend, no, sa kipsa, libre pa dun, mukaon dagdaghan. Our stomach could expand itself up until we will feel very full na dun. Nga nung naana siya capability to expand. It is because of the rugate. No? It is because of the rugate. Mo expand na siya kayo. Okay? That's why, naon mo og kanang sangyup, no? Nya, napadyoy ice cream nga free, makakaon pa ka sa ice cream nga free. Bisa, busog na tayo yung feelings. It is because your stomach is still a space, no? Para mo expand siya. Pero ayun po, nagkaon nga, kanang masukan na kanyo, ayun na po na. Feeling mo, you're full, then there's no need to eat. Okay? So, once the food is already in here, no? Mumit siya sa last part sa inyong stomach. It is what we call as your pylorus. Okay? Pylorus is the terminal end of your stomach that has a very specific now it has a funnel shape na structure. Again, it is the terminal part of your stomach. So like your imuhang esophagus o imuhang stomach na siya guardian in between them, si stomach and your small intestine na siya guardian in between them. What sa may ngalan anak niya? Kaya naalam ta sa pylorus, then the name would be pyloric sphincter. Okay? Again, the name is pyloric sphincter. What is the purpose of the pyloric sphincter? It separates your small intestine from the stomach. Okay? We'll discuss further on sa medyo gamit ang pyloric sphincter. Okay, those are the parts of your stomach that you have to at least man lang familiarize. Okay? So, let us go to these areas. As you can see, our stomach has no protective wala siya protective na bones surrounding it, except sa yung vertebra at the posterior part. So, unsa may protective na unsa may makaprotect sa atong stomach, no? Kay naaman siya sa abdominal area. Unlike your thoracic area, din sa protect sa atong heart o atong lungs, our rib cages. Sa ato ang brain, mag-protect niya ang skull. So, sa atong abdominal area, wala may bone dira, but you need to worry, no? Naatay protection dira sa atong abdominal area. Such that if masikhan ka sa imong stomach area sa imong friend, dili ka magtubo diretso, no? Dili na siya inana. Okay? What is that protective structure? This is what we call as your omentum. Okay? Omentum is usay function ni omentum do. Omentum insulates and cushions the abdominal organs. Pwede ba tungod kay na trauma or tanak na sikhan ba kasi mong friend kay nagula mong basketball, okay? Siya masikhan ka dira sa stomach area, wala diretso mga bleeding ka, mapani-ar na yun ka. Ayaw, no? There is a protective structure called your omentum. It has two na parts. Kung sa may parts, ano ang omentum do? Kung sa gitawag ano sa stomach area? Lesser curvature. So, ang tapat ko niya is what we call as your lesser omentum. Okay? So, that is one part of the omentum. So, iyang protektahan ang galing part sa imong stomach. Pwede sa imong liver area. So, unsa galing ang part sa imong stomach, galing na ay ikuhan diri, nakulang area. It is called your greater curvature. Dira po nga bahin, greater omentum po ang pangalan. Okay. So, ayaw baliha, kasi may tali, sa exam na moving, inyo nitawag o lesser omentum. Anak yung flow. Lesser curvature, then lesser omentum sa greater curvature, then greater omentum sa again, the function is to insulate and cushion the abdominal organs. In any case, if there is any trauma to that area. Okay? So let us continue. So let us go to the microscopic anatomy. So, microscopic anatomy. So our stomach, kung gato ng lantaw sa microscope, it has a lot of structures inside there. Walang yapong i-discuss. Don't worry, everything is in your book. Okay? So like your esophagus, naa sa epithelium ang imong stomach. So this time around, your stomach does not need to prepare itself from any trauma. Ang iharang i-prepare sa ito galingon, dapat makasecrete siya enzymes to digest your food. So kung pakunta na, what is the epithelium in your stomach? Dapat ba stratified or simple na lang? Simple. Sa may tulo lang ginapalian. Columnar, cuboidal, o squamous. So, simple, columnar. No? So, gikan sa imong stomach down to your large intestine, simple columnar epithelium na siya. Nganong simple para easier ang secretion sa imong enzymes. Okay? Yan. Nganong simple para easier ra ang pag-secrete sa enzymes. Okay? That's why in your gastric by region, surface epithelium is simple columnar epithelium. Okay? So, sa imong stomach area, there is structures called your gastric pits. These gastric pits are the areas where the enzymes are secreted. So, mutana natin sa may mo-secrete na do. So, let us know these types of cells. Mucous neck cells from the word itself, mucus. Oh, secret ra. Oh, sabi ni secret. The word itself, mucus. Okay? Kinsa man dapat among ang limanan na do. These three. Parietal cells, Schiff cells, and enteroendocrine cells. So, eyes in here. So, atong i-differentiate kung sa may function anang tulo ka buo. Okay? First is, we have the enteroendocrine cells. Enteroendocrine cells produce a hormone. So, yung ngalan sa hormone, it is called your gastrin. Okay? Your gastrin, no? So, get enteroendocrine, sa i-produce niyang hormone, gastrin. Okay? So, mauna siya ang kanina picture no? Enteroendocrine. No? So, ang function sa inyong gastrin, it is to activate another type of cell. So, say, type anong cell do, it is your parietal cells. No? So, if makakita sa parietal cell na i-activate na siya ni gastrin, ang iyang function is it would secrete what we call as your hydrochloric acid. Yet, it would secrete hydrochloric acid. Okay? Kung sa may main function anang hydrochloric acid, isa na siya para mo digest, pero isa na siya sa mga substances that would allow digestion of food. That's why, ikaon mo manok, no? Dito, musuko ang manok, yapon yung tipo. Okay? Na naman, it's already coming, there's already contact between your hydrochloric acid and your food in your stomach. Okay? So, we will later know also function additionally hydrochloric acid. Last cell that we will be encountering in our gastric pits is what we call as your Schiff cells. What is the function of the Schiff cells? It produces a certain enzyme known as your pepsinogen. So this type of enzyme is still inactivated. Again, inactive pa ni siya. Inactive. So kung maunta na, if inactive, makabuhat o function, delay. Okay? So, kung sa may buhato sa itong body para ma-activate na siya, your hydrochloric acid that is produced by your parietal cells will then activate pepsinogen. That's why mahimo siya sa iyang active form known as your pepsin. No? So once nanakay pepsin na active form, makahimo siya trabaho, yes or no? Yes, ay mo na. So together, hydrochloric acid plus pepsin, they are the ones that digest our food sa ato ang tiyan. That's why ako kung giingon, mukaon tag manok, ato ang isuka, hindi na siya tipong pamanok. Kung na inyong isuka, I don't think wala may nakasulay, wala kang suka dali. Diba? Liquid, air, more siya liquid, no? Oh, yellowish siya. So unsa may tawag anang pre-digested food na liquid ni siya nga substance, no? So from a solid food acted by your pepsin and hydrochloric acid, it becomes a lime, no? That's why makatilaw mo gamay sa imong sukan o isukan nimo mura siya og aslum na something na in between aslum, no? Aslum na parat siya. It is because of the hydrochloric acid and pepsin, no? Kaya usually we will associate aslum with acid. Like for example, ano suka. Suka is sabi ng acid ganit. Kasi acetic acid din na siya, di ba? Acetic acid na ang imong suka. Nang sa dato puti ba? Dili ka lang sa butong nga suka. Nang dato puti nga white ang kuan is usually diluted acetic acid. Okay? Again, from a solid food, it becomes a liquidy material called lime. Okay? So that is the function of those microscopic structures present in your gastric pits. So, mga tanong mo balik, enteroendocrine cell, sa i-produce? Gastrin. So, yung purpose ni gastrin, it activates what cell? Produce hydrochloric acid. Sa hydrochloric acid, kung sa ang function, it would activate pepsin to trypsin. Then, hydrochloric acid and pepsin will then act upon the food so that from a solid material, it becomes a liquidy material called lime. So, this one, this is located in your book. Put a star into it. Okay. I'm done making your recipe and digestion. Exam. Read through lang, familiarize yourself. Try to correlate lang. What din ang function na nito? No? So, once, mahuman na ta sa ato ang stomach, ang tanang ato ang food, kung ato na po na siya next na area, known as your small intestine. Okay? So, sa imong small intestine, unlike your stomach, wala siya gastric pits. Yeah? It does not contain gastric pits, such that your small intestine does not produce any significant na digestive enzymes. No? So, matala mo, kung hindi siya mag-produce of digestive enzymes, kung sa may kanang mag-digest maghapon sa small intestine, it is because of your accessory organs like your gallbladder, liver, and your pancreas, which we will be discussing later on as well. Okay? Just know that your small intestine does not produce any digestive enzyme. Okay? So, in your small intestine, it is where the major absorptive function of the digestive tract is found. Again, major absorption na ang naadira, which means kadaghanan sa nutrients ninyo, dira i-absorb. So, kung pangutana, if mawala ang small intestine sa individual, is there absorption? Yes or no? Wala. Naa siguro in small amounts, but not as efficient as the small intestine. So, your small intestine has 3 significant parts. Kung sama na yung significant parts ko, no? So, according to your book, na siya ay 3 parts. So, sugod na, gikan sa stomach. Gikan sa stomach, ang unang part na maagian sa imong small intestine is what we call as your duodenum. Duodenum is the shortest part of your small intestine, such that about mga 4 to 5% na siya sa imong small intestine. After niya maagi ni duodenum, maagi siya ni jejunum. No? Jejunum is the second longest, such that about 40% siya sa imong small intestine. And lastly, the longest part of your small intestine is what we call as your ileum. No? Ileum, about 60%. No? So, it's all written in your book as well. So, ako lang yung kuan ang anatomy, one by one. Okay? Again, stomach, duodenum, jejunum, then ileum. But these are sa imuhang small intestine, no? Muadto na dayon na siya sa imuhang large intestine. But before going there, no, ato sang i-discuss ang microscopic anatomy sa niya. Para kita maglibo, ibasa na to sa exam. So this is the microscopic anatomy of your small intestine. So unsa man nila kung liman-ana na do? Only three things. No? We have the major structures na maka-help sa absorption sa imong small intestine. Only three parts you have to remember. Number one, we have the microvilli. Next, we have the villi. Next is we have our circular folds. No? These are found in your book as well. Okay? Let us discuss first microvilli. Microvilli, as you can remember, no, sa itong first two discussions, they are made up of your natong gagmay kaayo na mga hairs, no, present at the surface of your cell. So what is the purpose of this microvilli or brush holder? So this microvilli, no, it helps in the absorption such that i-increase niya ang contact with the nutrients. If ma-increase ang contact, no, sa nutrients, then mas daghan siya o ma-absorb. Okay? That is the purpose of your villi. So mas daghan si villi, then mas daghan og chance na ma-absorb. Such that wala kay microvilli, is absorption possible? No, no? Or naamagali din to a little extent na lang. Okay? Next, we have the villus. Villus, muna siya maguwang jutay ni microvilli. Kaya as you can see, no, sa imuhang usa ka villi, no, naa sa tumoy ana niya ang imuhang microvilli. So your villus, no, still the same function. It increases the contact time as well as the surface area of your small intestine, such that then again dapat maka-absorb siya sa iyang or sa imuhang nutrients na gikaon. As you can see sa atong villus, no, each villus has a very organized network of your vessels, no, veins and arteries, as well as your lymphatics, such that, for example, na kay carbohydrate diri, no, diretso din na niya ma-absorb sa imuhang villus. Okay? Diretso na sa imuhang blood vessels and your lymphatics. Okay? The lymphatics found in your small intestine, na siya specific name, no? It is called your lacteal, no? Lacteal or lymphatics, same na gihapon na siya og name, no? I would accept in the exam, lacteals or lymphatics. Moving, pa-point nila, no? Pero hopefully, dili na po very small tayo ang structure. Again, microvilli and your villi increase the contact time, increase also the surface area for absorption. Next is in your stomach, no? Ay, stomach naman, your small intestine, makita nimo nga naa na siya yung mga bowel na structures, no? Naa na structures. So, this is what we call as your circular folds. What is the function yapon ana do? Anong ibaw-baw so ginang iyang function? Again, absorption and increase the surface area so that mas daghan ang surface area, then larger ang imuhang area nga maka-absorb ka o nutrients. Okay? That's why, may mukaon ninyo pungko-pungko dili, no? If imo nang hikyaron ang small intestine, it's either baboy or sa manok, no? Naan na siya circular folds. Kasi hindi mo mukha-update, mukha-pungko. Kami, kaya na, barato bilod, no? Ay, na po, siguro, taga-adawa ka, no? Ay, garo na mo, bata pa mo. Okay? So, these structures, again, increases the contact type, surface area, so that a lot of the nutrients that would come in contact with your small intestine would be, no, absorbed gayon diretso. Walay pagduha-duha. Okay? So those are the important structures of your small intestine. Okay? Do not forget those. Okay? So after sa itong small intestine, abot na tani, large intestine. Hapit na kita mauman sa anatomy part. Ayaw tabuhin. Just have to listen. Kaya everything that I'm speaking here, no? Mga ginay mga gawas. Okay. Mga exam. Nabinaw mo then. Much better. So, as you can see, this is your ileum. No? Ileum is the final part of your small intestine. Once maabot na ka sa imong ileum, ang sunod na area ana o pinakaunang area sa imong large intestine is what we call as the cecum. No? Ano siya? Cecum. So, cecum is the first part of your large intestine. So, muna siya connected sa imong ileum. So, sa imong cecum, na siya gamay kaayo nga mura o area nira. Mura siya o kanang dangle niya. It is what we call as your appendix. No? Appendix is a mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue. Such that, in the young purpose, it will be the one that will guard the large intestine for possible infectious material. What ang tabaw nun, ikaon ka o ka ng shading of place niya. Kung ikaon mo, ay naatay mga ikaon niya, infectious material. So, kasi, kung ato siya yung appendix, then, magka-appendicitis ka. Okay? Dili na, ang rason sa appendicitis ka, na magdagandagan ka after makaon ka, dili ka na tinawad, inayin mo, dili ka na. Wala sila ika-explain nga pathophysio natin na tinawad. Okay? So, after sa cecum, no, ang imuhang food or imuhang digested na food, it would go to this area. Kung sabi tawag anilo, no? Tawag anilo. It is what we call as your ascending colon. From the word itself, ascending. So, may saka ang yung colon, no? Saka siya. So, sa exam, itagin mo, may saka man siya ng colon. So, ascending colon, ay nagwaduha o answer nila. Ascending colon ang tawag na niya. So, there is a part sa imong liver, no? Na area, muli po na imong colon. Kung si tawag anong likanan nila ito, it is called your right colic or hepatic flexure. Again, it's called your right colic or hepatic flexure. So after na po na siya, muagi na siya o kanang skyway or kanang skywalk. So may tawag ng skywalk to, it's called your transverse colon. The word transverse kay nitabok siya, no? Nitabok siya sa imuhang right area towards your left area. Once nahuman na siya tabok, no, motor na po na siya sa pikas, then it is called your left colic or your splenic flexure. Anong splenic flexure man? Your spleen is just over this area. Anong hepatic flexure man? Then your liver is just in this area as well. Either which, dawat lang po. Hindi mo ganahan dapat isuwat doon sa exam, no? Okay ra po ang splenic flexure, pero ganahan ka left colic kay libo ka ang splenic kay double E or 1E ra, so sige, left colic flexure ang answer. Okay? Once naabot na siya sa likanan, munaog na po ang colon. What? Tawag niya descending colon. So ay okay. Ilisig yun na, ay diri, utangan descending, gani, ascending. I-follow yun na ang kagianan sa imong waste product sa imong ikaon. Okay? Once naabot na siya sa imong descending colon, mo standby siya aning letter S shape na structure. This is what we call as your sigmoid colon. From the word itself, letter S, letter S, no? So, sigmoid. So, your feces or kanang imuhang ipang waste product na gi-produce imong body, it would stay sa imuhang sigmoid colon. Okay? It would stay there up until no nga feeling mo kalibangon na kayo ka. If kalibangon na kayo ka, it would then go to your rectum, then rectum to your anal canal, then towards your toilet, no? Or sa aniduro sa imong comfort room. Okay? So, that is how we excrete the infectious material sa ato ang body. Okay? Again, I'll say first part. Cecum.
Ansico.
Then, sasabing sa semicolon, pulikot, release, right, then, matapok, transverse, then, left colon. Now, it would say sigmoid, then, ribang, rectum, then, anal, canal. Okay? Those are the important parts. Ayun, hindi ko ba, usahay pa, makita ko ninyo mag-answer, wala na kung masakto, ilang i-answer ko mo. Kita, nulingin ako. Listen na yun. Na, ayun, easy. Make sure you can resolve na. Kaligay mo pagalitan. So, let us go to the other parts of our large intestine. Yan ang mga minute parts. Okay? These are the parts of the small intestine that is not found in your small intestine. Unsa man na siya do? One, we have this, what we call as your taenia coli. Taenia coli is a band of muscle. Band of muscle na siya. Such that, no? Makita, di mo lang taon din ito. Sa imong picture, mauni sila imong taenia coli. No? Ano siya? These are your taenia coli. So what is the purpose of your taenia coli? No? So during sa mga surgery, no, attend mo mga surgical procedures, that's one of your requirements, no, as a nursing student. It is the part in the anatomy that we will find as doctors, no, kami doctors, we will find the taenia coli so that we could differentiate small intestine and large intestine. Again, unsay pangitaon? Taenia coli na naman. Taenia coli is only found in your large intestine. Small intestine, wala na yung taenia coli. So, mangutan mo ito, kung saan nyo, pag appendix nyo na inyong iputol, we will only seek for the taenia coli. Kaya, nantaw ni mo, amo ang kayon ang small intestine. So, once makakita kami sa sinugdanan sa imong taenia coli, we already know na naanami sa appendix area. Kasi tan sino? Kung may sinugdanan sa taenia coli. What is beside it? Appendix. So, may balumi, appendix, yun hindi may magbindot-bindot, morphine ako. Ay, dito mao. Dito yung mauli. Kalaki lang. Dito mauli, no? Again, it is very important so that we could distinguish the small and large intestine. So, kung sa may other structures, so, makaka-distinguish ta. It is your haustra. Haustra are small pockets, no, found in your large intestine. So, atong susingon ko later sa physiology, so ito ang haustra, do ba? Anatomy ko man ta, so anatomy sa ta. Get haustra, no? There are small out pockets, no, present in your large intestine. So, asa may haustra na do, kita mo ni, mura siya o kanang bulag sa chorizo ba? Kita mo na sa chorizo, na nakasya na anak. So, those are what we call as your haustra. And last structure, no, present, no, in the large intestine, not present in the small intestine, we have your epiploic appendages. No? These are fat, no, fat na mga attachments, no, present in your large intestine. Again, not seen in your small intestine. So, makita mo aning tulo, hindi niya coli, ay haustra, na ay epiploic appendages, then, mga ka, large intestine, ito na ito. Okay? You can take a picture na para mas nice, no, kaya katong example, lang tayo mga bridging ng mga structures. So, you see those structures, large intestine, hindi ko masayo. Okay? So, during sa exam, naglibog yung ka, small, mas or large, then, you check. You can see, may hindi niya ko like large intestine duration. Samto din akong i-answer. Okay? So, once we reach the anal canal, no, there are also very specific structures we have to remember. Kung sama na siya, no. So, sa atong lubog na area, no, we have two specific muscles that are very important. What are those? It is your external anal sphincter and internal anal sphincter. Same function running in sphincter with your internal and external urethral sphincter. Kung sama na siya, no. It is the one that prevents, no, It is the one that prevents our feces to go out without our knowledge. So imagine na, if wala ning mga sphincter, talibangan ka, kung kabalo, nalibang na day ka dira sa imong lingkuranan. Okay? So, which are the ones na involuntary or voluntary ang function? Just like the same with the external and internal urethral sphincter, no? External is voluntary, involuntary. Ha?
Voluntary.
Kung ito involuntary ka kanina, talibang na di sa lingkuranan yun. Internal, voluntary, involuntary. So, involuntary. Such that, for example, kaon kadaghan kayo mga kananan the day prior. Pag kaugma then, puno na kayo na og feces diara. So, ma-activate si internal anal sphincter. No? Kada itong internal anal sphincter, uy, naman din ni sulod ang ako ang anal canal. So, the involuntary will be the one to signal the brain. Uy, kanang palibangon na ang individual. So, the brain would then give out instructions to your voluntary such that dili ka makabataka o kalibang. So, sulay na siguro mo anak dara noon, kaon mo og something niya. Pagkaugma dayon kay ganahan kay ka mo CR. Dili ka makalibang diretso sa imong lingkuranan o sa imong higdaanan, no? You would have time to go away, comfort room, so that dito ka malibang. That's why it's both an action of your involuntary and voluntary. Isa mo signal sa imong mind na, uy, kalibangon na ni ato ang amo. The other one, siya ang mag-decide, sige, malibang na ta, kainaan na ta sa tuwa, CR. That's why a lot of us, right now, kahit toilet trained na ta, di para sa bata, ano ang bata, usually di pa man na siya, toilet trained. So I do think sa inyong nga, sa una, sa elementary na, ay na, usod yun na ang makalibang sa lingkuranan. Ina mo, binuang. Di na mo kainumdum sa inyong ang tapuan pag elementary, pero makainumdum mo sa inyong classmate na nalibang sa lingkuranan. Ina mo baka mo, you can still remember kung ano up until now. So, also you guys na, no, in the elementary years, malibong ng ulo, iso, malibong sa lingkuranan, di ba? Kung balik sa laboratory, di na daw baro, kay gilangaw na. But children, manggoding na natin pa na sila ka-distinguish sa ilang external function, voluntary o involuntary. Same as with your children na kanang mangihi sa higdaanan. No? Kita mo, kanang mga gagmay pa kayo nga bata, gusto kayo na silang mangihi sa ilang higdaanan. Again, because they are not yet toilet trained. So, wala pa kayo sila ka-distinguish ba? More on that involuntary pa ilang function. Okay? So, the microscopic anatomy sa imong large intestine, how to differentiate it with your large and small intestine. So, sa imong large intestine, tungod kay na-absorb na tanan sa imong small intestine, halos tanan ng mga nutrients, your large intestine does not contain any villi anymore. Ano man? You do not absorb a lot of things in your large intestine. Kung saan naman na function ni large intestine do? It only absorbs mostly the water. No? Again, it only absorbs a lot of water. Okay? Tubig na lang na ang iyang i-absorb. The rest of the nutrients more on the small intestine. Pero what is the important structure we have to remember in the large intestine? Isa na dyan, the presence of what we call as your goblet cells. So what is the function of your goblet cells? No. So kung pautana, is your chyme acidic or basic? Acidic na naman tungkol sa presence of hydrochloric acid. So, makabantay mo, dok, yung acidic, dok, dili murag acidic akong ikalibang. It is because of the presence of your goblet cells. Na naman, it produces bicarbonate. Is bicarbonate acidic or basic? Basic. So, acidic plus basic, moneutralize na siya. That's why, ato ang tae, dili siya, murag kanang makalanay, no? Dili siya makalanay naman. In the body itself, i-balance out na siya. Such that atong tae, dili siya basic, di po siya acidic kaayo. Okay? Again, the function of your goblet cells, it produces bicarbonate. Okay? You have to remember two things only in the large intestine, microscopic anatomy. No villus, presence of goblet function. So sa exam, kung sa na ay goblet cell, of course, it is your large intestine. Okay? So after our alimentary tract, we would go to the organs of the accessory organs of our digestive system. So we have the teeth, no? So ang teeth na to, there are two types of teeth, no? As we grow older. Kung sa man ang two types do, we have the deciduous or milk teeth. Kung na yung mga teeth na makita na to sa toddlers. Okay? So teeth di ay is part of our chewing process. No? Or mastication na siya. Very important part na siya. That's why if wala tayo ngipon, maglisod na o kanang usap, no? That's why as you can see na yung mga older individuals, no nga, ilahang ngipon dili na kumplito, they don't eat a lot of those hard na materials. Okay? Dili na kaya na sila makaon ng kanang mga hard na mga pagkaon. No? Okay? So, your deciduous milk teeth is the one again found in toddlers. Usually, they are found on the una jud nga mutupuan na is your central incisor. Mga 6 months old, no? Una, nakita ko ng mga baby, no? Or ng mga mangkod, no? Una, ginanipon na nila kay mga sa rabbit, no? Na ito ka buok sa tunga. Okay? Na ito ka buok sa tunga. So, as you can see, may nung mo sa inyong mangkod, no? Or mga silingan ba na mga bata. Usually, duha din ang pangipon at the early months of life. Up until 2 years old, no? Makomplito na siya incisors, na siya canine and molars. Okay? But once we grow older, no, this deciduous or milk teeth, no, di ba na siya ang permanent teeth na tumanuman. Those are fragile and very small for our function. That's why mahimo na siya or it would fall off, no, and be replaced by what we call as the permanent teeth. So mula na siya ang ipon na to karong older age na ta. So, what are those? So, kanus ama na siya makitaan ang imuhang permanent teeth. So usually, the first molar is the one that erupts first. So 6 to 7 years old. No? Up until na you reach this age, no, you would have already the third molar called your wisdom tooth. So, mutana ko ninyo, kamutana na, erapan na o wisdom tooth, wala ka, wala ka, okay? So, once you grow older, totally you would have 32 kabuok teeth. Again, 32 kabuok teeth, which is already 16 pairs of teeth, no? Including your third molar. Okay? So there is differentiation, no, in between your teeth there, no? So naatay incisors, naatay canine o molars, put a star into it, no? Differentiate them kung saan difference nila sa function na adira sa tubo. Asa na siya miss one. So naana siya differentiation, no? Kung sa mga function niya, what is the function of your incisors? What is the function of your molars and your premolar sa imong canine? Incisors is more of the cutting. Vital na sa tuba ko ang cutting siya. Canines is for tearing and piercing. Then molars is for grinding and crushing. Like, we individuals are omnivores na ta. Sige, omnivores no? Kung kaon tao, grass, or kaon sa tao, meat, no? That's why we have those different sets of teeth for those functions. So this is the anatomical structure of your teeth, no, individually. So, we have 2 or 3 parts no nga to ang distinguish ana niya. We have the crown. The crown is the structure that we can see above sa ato ang mouth, no? Ngisi na to, that is what we see, no? Muna ang crown nimo. The crown is made up of a very strong structure called your enamel, no? Ang outer covering niya muna puti or slightly yellowish na dito. Coffee ba na nga drinking o isa ba nga ibang kaon na to, no? It is the enamel. Enamel is very strong such that it is made up of calcium. That's why sa unang bata pa tanong, ayun nun yung tagata sa itong parents kay para strong atong teeth and bones, no? So underneath your enamel is a bone-like structure called your dentin. Dentin is the one that makes up the most structures of your teeth, no? Mas sulod pag yun sa imong teeth is your pulp. Pulp cavity is the one that holds your blood vessels and nerve. Okay? So, what is present, no? Nga nakadikit sa imong gingiva or gums, it is called your neck. Neck is where your crown and the root of your teeth, no? Is asa sila mag-abot or where they meet. Okay? Your root is the one that is attached to your bones, no, of your mouth, no. So, ang nag-connect sa imong teeth and the bone in your mouth, it is what we call as your ligament. What is the name of the ligament? It is your periodontal membrane. Okay? That's why imong ngipon, if makaon ka dira og something hard na pagkaon, no, it does not directly fall off. It is because of the function of your ligament that connects your teeth, no? Specifically the root region towards your bone. So, parehas sa imong crown, no? Naapod siya structure na nag-surround niya. What is the name? It is called your cement. Ang sa babaw, enamel, lower part is cement. Cement is the outer covering of the root part of your teeth, and underneath it is your bone-like structure called your dentin. Underneath pagit ana is your pulp cavity where your blood vessels and nerve parts are present. Okay? That's why if hingo imong ngipon or buak imong ngipon nun kay nadaot, you can still feel pain. Ano man? Because of the presence of your pulp cavity. Okay? That's why, mahingo ang ipon, dapat yun na siya, ipaibot. Eh, sakit kaya na siya due to the presence of the pulp cavity. Okay? So, there is also problems when it comes to the teeth, no? So may problem na to. There is what we call as your impacted tooth. What happens with impacted tooth? Usually, ang teeth na to vertical yun ang growth niya. What happens with impacted tooth? Usually, muliko siya. Naa siya sa vertical ang iyang pag-grow. So, what will happen? No? Again, what will happen? So, what will happen is that vertical siya. So, the other structures beside it will be affected. So, mahimo siyang inani, impacted. So, ang taning iyang cement area, ay dentin area dahil, iyang sumagot or iyang i-push ang other structures sa imong teeth. Which is, noon, wala din kalimutan, tali siya kay nagkuhan na din siya. Iyan na din i-affect ang growth at isa. So, namutanan ko, is it painful? Yes or no? Dahil kasi why na? Sakit kayo, no? So, how will may pag-manage ana to? Usually, the dentist, you would go to the dentist, no? Kuwaon ni siya nga area. No? Sa mua, I have my 2 wisdom tooth extracted. You know, I was at your age. Inana siya. No? May kali ako kay wala ko kay siya ka-grow, but inana man ang growth good na trajectory niya. So, patanggal na lang sa akong parents. And I tell you, sakit kaayo siya tanggalin. No joke. Sa tanan akong medical procedures na undergo, no? Someone kiat pagkabata, that's 10 out of 10. Sa kasakit. as someone who tolerates pain, no? Yeah, usubot ko kanakahayan na wala anesthesia, sugot ako na sana. Sakit kay na with anesthesia pa jud. No? It's very painful. Kaya ano man dong, I asked my dentist, no? Yeah, wala tao ko sa procedure niya. I asked my dentist na wala tao ko sa procedure. That's why the dentist specifically gave me a mirror para makita ko nga iyang i-extract. So, iusan niya. He cut it manggod sa buwang ito. Iputol siya o kaupat. Nga naman din siya pwede ipon in one go, Dok. Yung to damage ni succeeding na areas na tapad niya. Ipto ni mo siya one go, pwede na niya ma-ipot sa ang